Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Halo Forge Epidemic. This is AbleSir Thomas, and today we'll be discussing Dominion weapon drops. Now, as many of you know, Dominion was recently updated in matchmaking, and they completely reworked the way the weapons work on those maps. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at Meltdown, and I'm going to walk you through how to set those up and basically how those work. So there are now 4 drops per base, and that includes 2 grenade drops, an automatic drop, and a precision drop. You're going to want to set up your objective drop, and of course, since we're on alpha, we're going to go ahead and name it alpha resupply. Now, the grenade drop includes plasmas, frags, and pulse grenades. Now, there are 2 of these per base, and it's really important to set these up in a position that's very attackable. You definitely want players to be able to get grenades very quickly. And if you notice, the positioning of this objective drop is near the teleporter and the front door, as well as interconnecting to the Dominion capture point on the lower level. Now, as we look at the second objective drop, this is the second grenade drop. It's on the lower level by the front door, as well as the Warthog garage, so it's also in a very attackable location. Now, as we look at the automatic drop, that includes the assault rifle, suppressor, storm rifle, magnum, and plasma pistol. It's noted that the plasma pistol doesn't appear on certain variants of Dominion maps due to the vehicle sets. And then we have the precision drop that includes the light rifle, battle rifle, DMR, Spartan laser, as well as a second Spartan laser in the drop set to increase the frequency. This is due to the fact that Meltdown has a Gosshog and a Mantis, so you need those extra Spartan lasers to take down those vehicles. Now, another major change is that they're now respawning initial drops. Now, in order to set these up, you basically go to Ordnance and Initial Drop, and you set up whatever weapon you want to drop. Now, it's important to note that this weapon will appear at the start of the game, and in terms of the new Dominion setup, you're going to need to give it a respawn time. They also need to be in semi-neutral locations, generally outside the bases. You don't want these to be anywhere near your objective drops. So in this case, this is a Needler, and I've set it to 56 seconds, and that's because the spawn timer in Forge is 4 seconds off from what actually appears in game. So you just set it 4 seconds prior to what you want it. Now, we also have the neutral fuel rod just above Bravo that is at 116 seconds, which of course translates to 120 in-game, as well as a second Needler. This allows Alpha and Charlie to easily grab the Needlers while Bravo controls around the fuel rod. So as we look at Vortex, it includes a sniper at 120 seconds, a sword at the same time, as well as a concussion rifle. Now, it's important to note that this map has 1 less laser in that precision drop, so laser tends to drop a little bit less, and that's because this map has 2 wraiths. It focuses on that wraith gameplay, and it also has the plasma pistol drop, which allows players to easily counter those wraiths. Now, as we look at the sniper rifle drop here, this is near blue team's initial spawn, but it's kind of in a neutral location close to Bravo. And of course, the sword is directly underneath Bravo, which is in a neutral location both to red and blue team and Bravo itself, as well as the concussion rifle on the far side, which kind of favors red team. This gives red team an advantage when attacking Bravo early on. So as we look at Longbow, it includes several respawning weapons, including shotguns and the rocket launcher. And it has a similar base resupply set to that of Vortex, which includes a single laser in the precision drop and the plasma pistol in the assault weapon drop. This is due to the fact that the Banshee and Wraiths are on the map. You don't necessarily need additional lasers to deal with those vehicles. So as we look at the rocket launcher, it's in a neutral location near Alpha and Charlie, so owning Alpha and Charlie is really important to grab those rockets and kind of bust Bravo or attack Alpha and Charlie when they come up. And they do come up every 2 minutes, so that's a relatively quick spawn time. And then the shotguns spawn at the initial spawn bases, so teams have to make really smart decisions with those. They can kind of choose to defend Alpha or Charlie with them or attack Bravo. And in order to resupply that shotgun, you kind of have to leave your base, so you have to get disconnected from the fight to get that powerful weapon, which is really important. So now with Exile, it includes 2 respawning weapons, which is the Overshield as well as the Sticky Detonator. And the interesting point on this base resupply is that it includes the single laser like the other maps, but this map does not support the plasma pistol because it has a slightly lighter vehicle set with a Banshee, Ghost, and a single Wraith. So the plasma pistol drop isn't really necessary to combat those. Now, the overshield spawns closer to blue team spawn, but of course is in a neutral location near Bravo, so once Bravo's taken, it's important to maintain that overshield and get it when it respawns. And the sticky detonator spawns by the red team spawn, so it's important to grab that when that resupplies as well. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope this brief walkthrough kind of illuminated some of the Dominion weapon drops. And guys, feel free to subscribe.